And now we're going to identify the classification of system of the given equation without graphing. And for us to be able to do that, ang gagawin lang natin is we simply identify the ratios of the numerical coefficient of the given equations. Okay. So, kapag consistent and dependent, ang ratio ng mga numerical coefficient ng given are all equal. Okay? So, the ratio of A is equal to B and it is also equal to C. Consistent and dependent naman siya kapag the ratio of A is not equal to B. So, automatic yan kapag hindi na kagad equal yung ratio ni A and B, consistent and independent na. Kahit pa, let's say, si A nag-equal kay C or kaya si B nag-equal naman kay C. Pero basta si A at B ay hindi equal, consistent and independent yun. The third one is inconsistent. Okay? So, magiging inconsistent siya kapag yung ratio naman ay si A and B lang yung equal and then si C ay hindi equal sa kanila. Okay? Para mas maintindihan nyo, magbigay tayo ng mga examples. First equation, identify the kind of system of given equations without graphing. Okay, so we have there 7x plus y equals 1. Then second equation is 7x minus y equals 4. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do is you're going to identify if the given equations are already in standard form. Diba, ano ba yung standard form? That is ax plus by equals c. So, since yung equations natin ay naka-standard form na, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to identify a, b, and c. These are the numerical coefficients of the equation. Diba? Laging tandaan na si a, siya lagi yung numerical coefficient ni x. Si b, siya yung laging numerical coefficient ni y. And si c, siya yung constant or number alone. Okay? And getting the ratios is like, kukunin natin yung fraction form ng mga numerical coefficient. So, a, in the first equation, the numerical coefficient of a is 7. Then, in second equation, the numerical coefficient of a is also 7. Therefore, the ratio is 7 over 7. B. The numerical coefficient of y is 1. And then in the second equation, the numerical coefficient of negative y is negative 1. So therefore, the ratio of B will be 1 over negative 1. Then for C constant, first constant is 1, then second is 4. So the ratio is 1 over 4 or 1/4. Okay. Now, after identifying their ratios, the second thing that we need to do is simplify. Simplify the ratios if possible. So 7 over 7, simplest form is 1. Then 1 over negative 1, the simplest form is negative 1. Positive divided by negative is negative. So, this is negative 1. Then, constant, 1/4, that is already in simplest form. So, simply copy. Now, after simplifying the ratios, we will now compare. So, A is 1 and B is negative 1. They are not equal. Okay. Now, so since A is not equal to B, therefore, the answer is, this is consistent and independent. Okay. Kasi diba, once nga na si A ay hindi na kagad equal kay B, automatic, consistent, and independent na siya. Next example, given 5x minus 2y equals 3 and 5x minus 2y equals 5. So again, first step, check if the two equations are already in standard form. So, pareho naman naka-standard form, di ba? Then next is we're going to identify their ratios. So, A, B, and C. Ratio of A, that is 5 over 5. Ratio of B, that is negative 2 over negative 2. Ratio of C, that is 3 over 5. Simplify first the ratio. 5 over 5, again, that is equal to 1. Negative 2 over negative 2. So, negative divided by negative, that is positive. So, magiging positive 1 din siya. Then, C, 3 over 5, pwede pa ba ma-simplify? Hindi na. So, as is. Then, let us compare. This is equal. 1 is, sorry. So, 1 is equal to 1. Okay, but not equal to 3 over 5. So, therefore, since si A ay equal kay B, but not equal to C, therefore, di ba, pag si A and B lang ang equal, okay, the system now is inconsistent. Okay, so ito na yung answer. Third example, we have 2x minus y equals 1 and negative 3y equals 3 minus 6x. So again, first, check if they are already in standard form. Now, if you will notice, the second equation is not yet in standard form, di ba? So, what we're going to do is transpose first negative 6x to the left side of the equation. So, it will become positive 6x minus 3y equals 3. Okay? Yung first equation, hindi na naman natin babaguhin kasi naka-standard form na siya. So, now, since the two equations are already in standard form, let us now identify the ratios of A, B, and C. Ang kukunin natin na ratio ay yung naka-standard form. Okay? So, si A, you have 2 over 6. Si B, you have negative y over negative 3. Negative y, so that is negative 1 over negative 3. And C is 1 over 3. Simplify. 2 over 6, it can be simplified, right? We will just divide both numerator and denominator by 2. So, it will become 1/3. Then you have negative 1 over negative 3. Simplify. So, since they are both negative, it will become positive. Then C, 1/3, already in simplest form. So, simply copy. Compare. So, 1/3 is equal to 1/3. And it's also equal to 1/3. So, since, okay, they all have the same ratios, meaning to say that A is equal to B and equal to C, therefore, the system is now consistent and dependent. Okay. This is now the